Welcome back to our Majors in Focus series. My name is Emma Price, and today I'm joined with Dr. Jeff Kuznikoff, and we're going to be talking about the Communication Studies major today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kuznikoff. I'm a faculty member in the Department of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies, and I teach a variety of courses in both our Communication Studies and Health Communication majors. Outside of teaching, I'm also an active researcher, and the two areas of focus that I typically have are how we use technology in the classroom and how that might influence student learning. And I also look at multiplayer video games and how gender voice plays a role in how people talk and interact with others in those online gaming environments.
So I have some classmates who are strategic communication studies majors, and so I was just wondering, how is communication studies different than strategic communication?
I run into that question quite a lot, actually, and strategic communication is actually in a different department. So strategic communication and then also communication studies are still both broadly in the communication discipline, but you could think of them as being at opposite ends almost. So in communication studies, we're far more focused on human communication, the interaction between two or more people, and also some mediated aspects of things as well. But strategic communication is far more focused on public relations. That's kind of the area of specialization that they have, and way more on the mediated side of things, which is still broadly in communication, but we're studying it and we're looking at it from two kind of different perspectives.
So what kind of classes would I take if I were a communication studies major?
So in communication studies, we actually have quite a variety of courses that you would take. All of our majors take a core set of required courses. Those include things like Introduction to Interpersonal Communication, even our public speaking course, but then also our communication theory course, and a variety of different other core courses, including both quantitative and qualitative research methods, because we think understanding and having a background in both of those is important for our majors, particularly as they transition to their professional careers. So everybody takes those core set of courses, and it gives you a strong background of a variety of different areas within the communication discipline.
Is there any opportunity to self-design this major to fit your career path?
There's some opportunity for what I would call customization. So in both our communication context and our advanced electives categories, students can pick from a variety of different options to kind of complete those categories. So in one of those categories, students need at least 5 courses, and they can pick from the 7 that we have available. And then in the other one, we've got over a dozen different courses, and students pick from just 2 of those. But that category also includes things like independent studies and internships as well. And I've talked with a lot of students that are very interested in doing internships, and that's something that we can kind of weave into the program. So you do have some options for kind of customizing some of the courses that you take outside of those core required ones, but they're still within the broad framework that we have for the major.
Yeah. So after graduation, what kinds of jobs could you get with a communication studies degree?
So that's another question I get quite a lot. The answer I have is it can really depend, and there's a variety of different jobs. So the communication studies major isn't as focused as, say, like if you were an architecture major. So if you're an architecture major, you go and become an architect. If you major in a specific area within engineering, you go and become that type of engineer. So for better or worse, for communication studies major, there's actually a wide variety of jobs that you could potentially pursue after graduation. The way I kind of think about it is that any job where you're interacting with other people on a regular basis and doing that effectively and doing that well is an important part of the job, I think our students would be well suited to. And when you think about it, that's quite a wide variety. Yeah, it's a lot of different jobs. So on the one hand, we don't have that nice feeder like you would in, say, architecture, but on the other hand, you've got this wide variety of jobs that you could do that might suit your passions or suit your interest after graduation. I think that's an exciting thing for students.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and answering our questions.